again. Hi, Susie. Thank you for the tier 1 for 3 months, man. It's been 3 months since I got affiliate. That's crazy to me. That's a little insane. Ducky! Thank you also for the tier 1 for 3 months. You guys are absolutely on top of it. It is amazing. It's really, really amazing. I've been doing Ducky with an IE in my head. But I guess the spelling is up to Ducky. Let's go over to this scene. There we are. Hello? Okay. Yes, that is working as I wanted it to. Yay! Alright. So we're back up again, playing hardcore. Either one is fine. Yeah, that's alright, alright. I'm gonna keep going with IE then, because I think it's cuter. So I usually spell it as Ducky with an IE. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so... Oh my gosh, hello. Miniature game lag. Do you not like the bee farm game? Are we not liking it? What's the deal? For IE, I don't know why I did why. Yeah, I know, Susie. So you're not SUZY says. Why is the minecart not moving? Blame the narcotics. Okay, if you say so. So, in the meanwhile, things that have happened, I have done a little bit of searching and a bit of, whatchamacallit? A little bit of designs and things like that. Yes, these are my bees. They're only temporarily captive. They will be going to a better place where they have more room to move and everything, but for now I need honey blocks really desperately for a machine I figured out. So for now, they're a little bit stuck. So that's 14. That's decent progress. Hello, bees. 3, 6. So essentially, whatchamacallit, I found a machine that will make it significantly easier for me to drain out the massive amount of ocean over at the St. Ruth project. It's originally a tutorial meant for Bedrock, but I found an adaptation in its comments that allows it to work with Java, which is the version of the game that I play. Oh, also, I managed to wrangle a sheep back into here, so now Orange should be producing at the same rate as everything else, which I am glad about. I also think with the, whatchamacallit, with the introduction of some of the villagers in St. Ruth, I may be able to do away with this entire practice due to the shepherd profession that's available for villagers. I have an entire spreadsheet that I've started working on in order to matrix out all of the products that you can get from villagers. And it's looking like I'll need something like 133 villagers. Love a good spreadsheet, exactly. I think I may show that spreadsheet actually. Let me see if I can pull it up. Reads.google.com. St. Ruth's villager problem. Yeah. That into a separate tab. And then window capture. We're gonna turn this on. Yeah. Well, it's a little bit oversized, so let's shrink it down to a reasonable scale. There we go. So, just gonna show you guys a little bit of the notes. Let me know if you can see the text okay. If you can't, I'll be reading it out to you anyways, so that's alright. So these are all of the villager professions that occur naturally within Minecraft Java. These are all the ones that you can use, right? And what I have written here is minimum number of villagers needed to cover all variants within these professions, because essentially, whatchamacallit, if we go to Minecraft villager trades, we go to the trading page here, we scroll down to Java Edition offers, right? Shush. You guys can see this. All right. So essentially, it shows on these pages per one single villager, you know, one single type of villager, all of the different trades that they can give, you know. And, you know, to further show you the example, if we go over to our cartographer here, Remus, who is a master tradesman, so he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trade patterns, right? And they all come with different levels. Remus is a master tradesman. So if we go back to our spreadsheet, open the video capture here, we go to our cartographer tab. These are all of the possible trades that a cartographer can have, although they can only have 2 of each tier, essentially. With the exception of things like if there's only one item in the tier, they will only ever have that one thing. So every single master cartographer, shut up AI, every single master cartographer will have the globe banner pattern as part of their trade set. But the variances happen when we have things like banners, right? So every single banner matches with every single color of wool in the game, and I want to cover every single base. So I will need probably a minimum of 16, I believe that's the number for cartographer, yep, 16 cartographers in order to cover all of the different colors of banners. So if I go into things like Fletchers, if we look at the Fletcher trading sheet, scroll all the way down here, this is another one with farmers. I'm gonna need at least 6 to cover all of the variants of suspicious stew. Fisherman is pretty simple. Fletcher, the main problem with Fletcher is it provides their end trades provide tipped arrows of a specific potion variance, right? And it's every single type of potion that, you know, it's pretty much all the different types of potions, including extended and extra strength versions of them. So if we hover over these ones, we have things like Arrow of Invisibility, 1 over, Arrow of Invisibility Extended, right? Arrow of Leaping Extended, Arrow of Leaping 2. So it covers every single variance, and that means that our Fletchers are up to 37. Like, we need a lot of Fletchers to be able to get this to work, right? But I've added as a caveat here, I may reduce this number if I only want to have 1 of each potion type, if I'm not counting the extended and the extra strength variants. But my completionist brain also does just want to have all of them in there, right? Librarians is covering every single enchantment, but this is not counting the levels of each enchantment. So if I want it based on the level of each enchantment, it will be more than this, although I think I may just go for the highest level available of each enchantment. So things like getting protection 4 versus a protection 1 villager, things like that. Mason, this one's going to be difficult because of the different colors of terracotta. Shepherd's going to be difficult because of the color of wool and carpets. And then you have things like tool and weaponsmith and, you know, fishermen, armorers, butchers, where they're pretty much, you need 2 villagers to be able to cover the variants for it. And I've only filled out the full list of trades for the first few of them that are in italics here. You deleted the Mason total? Oh boy. There we go. I fixed it. It is 16 because 16 is your magic number when it comes to colors in Minecraft, because there are a total of 16 colors. Anything else is apparently false and does not exist. But it's based on pretty much all of the different colors of dye that are possible. I believe dye is a potential trade for one villager or another. Also, I'm glad that villager trade rebalance was a whatchamacallit. Villager trade rebalance was a snapshot thing and not actually implemented, because it would make my job so much harder. And if you want to know why, I'm happy to go on a rant on that about that later. There's all the wool variances, all the carpet variances. Oh, this is right, because it trades for all the different dye types too. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of shepherds. Though we don't need to worry about the banners in here, because we have banners already covered by... Which one was it? Cartographer. You gotta ask? What's going on? What can I help you with? Weaponsmith. Yeah. And then that gets into Bedrock, which is slightly different from all the things in Java. What do you think of the Minecraft movie trailer? Absolutely abhorrent. I think it's entirely stupid. I utterly reject it from becoming anything, you know. Susie, if you want to watch it, you can, but it's not going to bring you any joy. You're just going to be mad at corporate greed, because that's pretty much all that it is. That whatever company is producing it bought the rights to be able to do this movie 7 years ago. Like, or almost a decade ago. Like, it's been in that sort of production hell for years now. Absolutely years. And they finally settled on this one concept, and it looks like crap, alright? It looks like absolute crap, because they decided to try and interface real-life people with, you know, an animated scenery, and it's absolutely disgusting. Like, the lighting is... The lighting looks unsettling. Like, something as simple as all of the characters are always lit from behind, right? They're constantly lit from behind, and it looks unnatural in every single scene, right? Just little, tiny, sloppy things, plus it's obvious that it's, like, subpar quality, honestly. Susie, if you want to watch it, I would recommend watching, like, maybe Philza's reaction to it, because he brings up good points while he's looking at it. Basically, watch it with the buffer of somebody else, like, in there, I guess. It's really not that great. I really don't like the look of it, and I definitely won't be going to see it, and I definitely won't be talking about it all that much, because I don't want to give the company the satisfaction of, like, rage washing or, free publicity through bad-mouthing, right? That's just not what I want. I think the movie's awful. It's going to, you know... Minecraft already has a reputation of being a kid's game despite being out for 15 years. And, you know, this is just gonna continue to make that just... It's just not fun. Anyway, that is... Just watched it, it looks horrifying. Yes, exactly. That is my point. Exactly. What's up with Jason Momoa's bangs? I have no clue. I don't think I want to know, honestly. My days of respecting Jason Momoa's acting choices are behind me a little bit. He seems to be roped into the same cash grabby corner that Jack Black and, like, Kevin Hart, I want to say, are in. And I just don't really like it, you know? His reputation has cheapened since his time on, you know, Stargate Atlantis and things like that. Oh, I loved him in Stargate Atlantis. That was a handsome man. Liked him for Aquaman, though. A lot of people really didn't like the Aquaman movie. I will say. I know if I ask probably my roommates, Raccoon and Sunshine. Raccoon from last year. Sunshine is still in my room, one of my roommates this year. They have some pretty strong opinions about DC stuff, but they have strong opinions about most film stuff altogether. They will absolutely debate on that. Oh, I didn't like the movie, I just like Joe as Aquaman. Yeah, that's fair. Pretty man. Pretty man thing. Jason Momoa has had an interesting acting career. One day, I'm gonna comb through that guy's IMDb just to see all of the stuff that he got up to. Sheer curiosity. That's the only motivator. Just, I want to know. I gotta figure it out. Okay. Figure out what's going on. It's a bit of a wild career, I'll admit. Yeah, it's true. Oh, I have some stuff I could process, that's for sure. Let's see. There's probably some more raw stuff I can get if I'm over at St. Ruth. Do I have a spare shulker? I do. I have multiple. I know I have more over at St. Ruth, and I need to go comb it anyway. So let's take a trip over there. Oh my gosh. Of course, as soon as I sit down and like actually get into stream and all that kind of stuff, I'm immediately hungry. Like, it just, that's just the nature of things. I'll have a snack break soon though. Get myself like some Belvita. Oh, hello. Hi. You good? Oh my goodness. Alright. This way. That's right. Always go north. Follow the North Star. Fly straight on till morning. Something, something, Peter Pan. Waiting patiently. There we go. Successfully offloaded. Yes, there's my ore box. I knew I had one. Look at all that stuff. Let's throw this stuff into here and continue to go skimming around for things. Oh, it's getting nighttime. So I'm gonna put my axe there because I don't think I need it right now. Let's see what else. Are there still boxes down there? Or did I clean those up from last time? I think I cleaned them? I probably cleaned them. There's more caves I have to check. Alright. Quick little bedtime. Knowing Susie, you probably have Jason Momoa's IMDb up in another tab and you're looking at it. Am I right? Nope, just chilling. Ah. Thought I caught you there. Good guess, though. Yeah, fair. Torch is in the offhand, just in case. Too tired to look at IMDb right now. That's valid. Going for a wander for all of this stuff. Maybe if I get lucky, I'll find like caves or something that I can fully clean out. Although at one point, maybe I'll switch over to my version that has, whatchamacallit, some more mods that I can help show things around with. So I wanted to demonstrate what my spawning circle looks like for that gold farm. I want to see just how much, like, patchwork I'm gonna have to do in the future for this. I'll have to bring a bunch of stuff back from whatchamacallit to be able to terraform. Because at this point, I think I might just terraform things flat to a common level. Like I'm gonna have the monuments stay at their same height. But is 32 a common level here? Let's see. I'm gonna check on that other ravine and see. 32? 31. But I could push it up to 32. That's doable. So have that with me. Just in case. I figured out that this is a thing you can do. You can switch between your elytra and chest plate. I don't know when they put it in, but it's been a while, and I never knew. Feel a little bit foolish. Hello. Eh? You laughing at my foolishness? Always? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, what's having a sibling for otherwise? It's like you're part of your duty as a human to laugh at the people you're related to just a little bit. Zombie sounds. Oh, that's why, because this is a cave. Oh, it's a baby zombie. Unfortunately, my name is not Phil. So, it didn't end up working. Ooh, I know. I need to further light this, or... I lighted it alright. It's not great. There's probably a dark spot, that's why. these days I have to remap my Q button to something less close to the W key, so I don't throw crap all over the place. But I'm like, it's like ingrained in my brain that Q is supposed to be, like the throw button is supposed to be Q. I don't know. Weird brain things. Let's try and cover this a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's a little more reasonable. Maybe after I do all of this, well, I haven't removed the sand from this inner circle yet. But there are parts of this that could use terraforming. This does beg the question, what kind of city do I want St. Ruth to be? Do I want it to be one where there's very obvious civic planning? Where, like, everything has been built into a structure predetermined by the gods kind of deal? Or is it just kind of some sprawling colony that, you know, as it developed, ended up taking on more and more shape? But I'm more tempted to do the second one because it allows me to keep things like the shipwreck, which I really would like to, but it means I would have to carve out an area around it in order for it to fit properly, you know? My organizer brain says to just tear it out and then, you know, whatever comes of it, you know, place it somewhere separately, make it like a park feature. Just placed in a different area. But my brain that wants to preserve things is like, no, you have to keep it in the same slot. You know, you can't just adjust history like that. It's the problem with, you know, this being my own world where I can do whatever I want with it. I have to decide what that means, you know? I have to decide what I want. And when I have a handful of ideas, it's a little more difficult. I vote to keep it in. Thank you, Ducky. I like it when people have an opinion. Haha. Please have an opinion. Build a little park around it or something. That's what I was thinking in terms of, like, ways to— I didn't clean up! I knew I was still doing things here! What? I have 3 brain cells, and 2 of them are fighting for 4th place. It would be cool to have a big shipwreck in the middle of the city. Yeah. That, you know, the lore of the city then becomes that this is a sort of promised land-ish place. Like the patron saint of the city just dug this place out of the ground, out of the water, in order for the citizens— Sorry, I missed you saying my nurse came in. I'm not sure whether or not to keep the shipwreck or to relocate it into somewhere more specific, because currently it's in a little bit of a weird spot. Like, if I look— if we just give it a little look-see from up above, it's very distinctly only in one quadrant, and it's in an awkward position in its quadrant. So I'm not entirely sure. It feels more right to preserve it in its place, but at the same time, I like symmetrical things, and this entire thing is a massive circle. But if I'm going along the plot that this is a sprawling city, you know, lifted out of the sea, that this developed over time, then maybe it's more accurate to just let it be a separate park. Or I can make the park longer and have a mirroring, like, the people wanted to preserve that park was there, so they gave it a distinctive space, and then mirror that space on the other side. Put something else in a mirror spot. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I like that. That sounds good. Keep that stuff, I guess. Although, what are these looking like? Almost full, empty, empty, empty. Yeah, I was in the middle of digging more sand that when I stopped last time. So, if I'm keeping that there on that side of the floor, what level is this on? Is it on 32? If it's on 32, then it's serendipitously exactly in the right place where I want it. It is. It's literally on 32. That's telling me to keep it. Okay, so basically anything that is lower than 32 is gonna get a glass platform over it. And maybe that'll be built in as part of the, like, streets of the world. Like part of people's basements or something naturally. As like a reminder there are things before them kind of deal. Alright, we're gonna continue ore cleaning. Ooh, zombies. Probably somewhere in there, in that ravine, which I will have to clean out at one point and properly light, but that does not feel like a job for right now. For now, we just do ore cleaning. Okay, we were over here. Actually, I think I might take a second and switch over to my other game setup that allows me to use a couple of mods that I'm looking forward to. They're mostly quality of life ones. They're not like adding any additional items into the game or anything like that, because that's what I think counts as most in spirit of a vanilla hardcore experience. But it's all stuff that'll assist me in building this kind of massive scale project. And I think I'm entirely entitled to be able to use those, because guess what? It's my world and I get to play it however I want. But this kind of stuff, it borders, like, I can see how people would call it cheatsy because it borders on that kind of thing. It allows me to see, like, it gives me a free camera. Like, the mod's name is literally free cam, so it gives me the ability to actually see things that I'm not supposed to, like I wouldn't regularly. Hey, buddy. Slimes. You're just buttons. Yeah, I think I'm going to pause then, put you on BRB while I save quit and load up another instance of Minecraft real quick. I'm still right here. I'm not going anywhere. Oh my gosh. I just realized we had our first ever hype train on the channel just earlier, like half an hour ago. Just with you guys' 2 subs. Level 1, 63%. That's actually really cool. I'm a little excited. Hype train, woo! Alright. $122 fabric loader. All of my modded things are on fabric, yay. I'm also gonna grab my drink and my snack while I wait. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm back. Oh, Susie, you remember how we got that big flap of Dr. Pepper at the start of my semester? It is, there's about a third of it left. I've been going through it slower than I thought I would. For your ASMR pleasure. Dr. Pepper can. I gotta type Dr. Pepper on my keyboard. I feel like a fool. Just making sure this works as I thought it would. Yes, indeedy. We working. Alright. Let me hop back over to the game and stream. Grip it and rip it, as they say. I could give you my Costco card so you and Sunshine could go if you wanted later in the semester. It's probably a good idea, honestly. Like, I'll have to talk to Sunshine, but I think he would like that. Alright. There we go. We're back at it again. Alright. I just realized one of the things that's part of the mods is hidden behind my sound profile thing. So if we are standing out in the middle of nowhere, we're safe. If I hit F4, one of my mods activates. It's called Free Cam. It allows me to separate, like, basically, I'm counting this as astral projection. Where I'm able to look around completely freely from my character, who is just right down here. It allows me to look not just above ground, but also to phase through the floor a little bit and look at the state of how things are down here. Oh, that was something I did not know was there. No wonder there have been constant zombie sounds. There is a zombie spawner. No, it's a skeleton spawner. Literally right here. Yeah, remember I was hearing zombie sounds. There are caves. Probably these caves. And things like this. This is a massive ravine with poorly drained water because I tried my best. See, that's just more convenient. Exactly. The entire thing is built for convenience sake. And combined with a couple of other mods, you know, it allows me to do some really interesting things. Like, whatchamacallit? I think it's best exemplified if I go over to the gold farm. I can show you guys one of the main uses that I use it for currently. That was a miss. We're just not going to talk about how bad of a fly that was. Just dipping into here in shame. So heading south. Of course, because this is a different set of mods, means I have to try and find an Optifine, which is the visuals mod that I use. It allows me to zoom, pressing my C key. I'm spamming my C key, there is no zoom. There is no escape, it is simply the purgatory that is normal Minecraft. I'm just gonna swipe up here real quick. Our pigmen friends are just gonna file helpfully into the gold farm. There we go. Press our little button, start saving them. If we hit our F4, we can zoom out, look at all of these layers, and see that there's a lack of spawning activity, right? Hit F4 again. I'm gonna put this in my off. I can charge it. And, you know, we give it another look, and we see there is an amount of piglins spawning, but it's pretty low, honestly. It's a pretty low amount. Now, the reason for this is there's something in Minecraft called a spawning radius. And the simplest way to explain it is that Minecraft only wants to spawn mobs nearby, like it only wants to render mobs nearby the player. I have to remember what the keys are for this. Mini HUD. HC. We do add shape. We then zoom out. That's the immediate spawn sphere, but if I remember correctly, let's do HC again. Figure. The despawn sphere is, I think, the one that I might be looking for. Kill these guys quick. We hit F4. Yep. This is the big boy sphere, right? And within the sphere is the entirety of the farm, right? So all of the spaces that we want zombie pigmen to spawn are all within this farm. Unfortunately, with the way Minecraft works, it also happens to include a good chunk of the nether underneath it. So this spawning sphere, if I remember correctly, is the range of space in which zombie pigmen can actually spawn feasibly. I'm trying to see if I can find... There is a little section. There should be a little section covered in buttons where I've been trying to spawn proof. Yep. Just right over here. Although I think I had the range off at one point, or this is for another farm. But this is part of my efforts to spawn-proof this area so we don't get other creatures that are filling up what's called the mob cap, right? So you can see that there are zombie pigmen that have spawned here. There are mobs all around here. But once we go outside of this area, you'll find that there's not really any other mobs when there normally would be, right? Things like ghasts spawning suddenly and things like that. So the answer to be able to improve on this farm is to eliminate all possible spawning spaces for zombie pigmen or any other mobs underneath the nether roof. Let me toggle that off. See, there's our sphere, and it's gone. So, if any of that didn't make any sense, let me know. I can break it down a little bit further. Although I cannot break dance. Not many white people can. The Olympics proved that. Although, on the topic of that, did you see the Paralympic breakdancing? It was amazing. It was amazing. I absolutely recommend it. So much fun. I'm gonna turn that back to insta-kill, and we'll process all of that stuff later. Fly north. There we go. Let's pop back into here real quick. Drop some stuff off. And then we'll go back over to St. Ruth and just continue with our little escapade. Maybe we'll grab a box of like stone and stone goodies. Oh, need to sleep first. There we go. Had to take some very important sips of my Dr. Pepper. Goes there. Can put the potato there for now. I don't really care. This. Oh, there we go. Try and arrange this a little bit. I mean, not much, just a little. Iron, copper, gold, other crap. Alright, that's fair. Yeah, there is at least Oreo Coke Zero and Coke Zero Oreos. I want to taste the Oreo Coke Zero so badly. Like, One of my other roommates, she did. Holy crap. How did it taste okay? Because I heard that it tasted alright. Honestly. Should come tomorrow and try it. That's fair. I heard really good things about it. Not one of my other roommates, but one of my friends sent me a video of it. I know it's gonna taste like nasty chemical goop, but I gotta learn the truth. In pursuit of knowledge, you must know. Oh, that's another thing. I also have the design for the big drain thing. The new draining technology. I have that saved as part of this in this little mini mod pack that I have. Yes, it is increasing. I kind of want to try the Oreos too. That's fair. I'd want to try it too. So double check how to do this. I forget all of the buttons to use for these kinds of things. Because they're not included in part of the they're not included in there we go. They're not included in the like control menu. So if we load our schematic, that's the simplest way to describe it. This is the simplest little section of the draining machine. Loaded schematics, unload, load schematics, drainage machine, load. Let's see. This one has, yes, okay. I need a stick. Crap, I need a stick. I need a stick. I need a stick. I need a stick. Because that is what allows me to manage the placement. OMG, it has a little face. Yeah, that's an observer. Observers essentially, they observe what redstone signals or changes in other things. Alright, let's see. So if we... Yes, there we go. So this is what the full drainage machine looks like, and the entire thing is like tileable. So as you can see, it requires both slime blocks and honey blocks, and I have a lot of slime blocks, but I don't have many honey blocks. And I have a decent amount of like observers and pistons and that kind of thing. So it shouldn't be too hard. Go down, load in schematics, unload this, and remove it. I think I will, whatchamacallit, looks very cool, thank you. I definitely, once I'm using it more, I will put the link and like pin it. How does the drainage machine work? I can show the video for it. We're just gonna make this Lightmatic stick. that in the other chest. Sorry if you explained it and I zoned out. I did not explain it yet. I can show it off. I just have to put it onto this set of tabs. Pull out this tab, minimize this tab. And window capture. Yeah. Now you should be able to see it. So we're gonna pause the music for a second. And let me see if I can find... Yeah, there we go. Come on. Ooh, it's lagging. I don't think you'll be able to hear it because I don't have it set up to be able to do that. But it's essentially a classification of flying machine that has been tweaked specifically so that you can clear large amounts of water, which is exactly what I need. So, that the bigger version here is just a repeated tiling of the single version that he demonstrates right over here. And when I say tileable, it means that the design is pretty small and compact and fairly seamlessly is able to be repeated exactly next to each other and operate entirely like one. So I can essentially make these any size that I want to cover any sections that I want. I just have to have enough materials for it. It's why I made a whatchamacallit. It's why I made the bee farm and everything, so that I could gather materials a little bit, so that I could get things done a little bit faster. Not be stuck on the project for the next year. Because hopefully I want the draining to take a little bit less time so that I have more room to actually express creative freedom. Which, I know, it's greedy of me to want to be able to play my sandbox game and express creativity. So cool. Yeah, I think so. Redistribute these bottles. Clearing it out is tedious. If you can make it easier, do it. Yeah, that's the plan. I want to make it as easy as possible. Planes. So many planes. So, ouch. That's gonna continue collecting things, and it looks like the chunk loading is still working as I want it to. It's still producing honey, even when I am all the way over in St. Ruth. So I can actually double check this. I check to load schematics. We do drainage machine, do material list, and it shows me exactly how much stuff I need of each thing, right? For just the small area that I have, right? So I believe that this schematic covers, what is it? 10, 12 blocks? And it only goes about 6 blocks deep. In order to make the bigger ones, I'm going to need not a lot more than 14 blocks of honey. So, basically, I need to just let this farm run for a while, And then, you know, after I have a couple of stacks of honey, I should be in a better place to be able to actually build. Because if I look in the Ruth's Hands box, I have enough sticky pistons, I have observers, my sponges and everything. I have so many slime blocks, an unholy amount of slime blocks. I just need honey blocks. It's literally the only thing I need. And probably a little bit of obsidian, but I have excess of that anyways. I'm gonna put some obsidian in that Ruth's Hands box and trade it out for some of the normal pistons, I think. Let's get that box. Mangrove leaves are gonna come in handy. Also should go and get probably a stack. No, like 3 stacks of terracotta. And blast it real quick. Because fun fact, redstone flying machines, slime blocks, honey blocks cannot move glazed terracotta. That's part of the reason why they get used so frequently in builds. Alright, so my obsidian. Yep, it's right here. We're just gonna put a little bit of it in here. I know we have more normal pistons here. Put that there. I think the slime amount I have is a little bit of excessive, but at the same time, I'd rather have a little bit too much than a little bit too little. Also, I know I don't need that much. There we are. Yep, alright. Pistons. Regular pistons just in case. Honey blocks can go there. Hands. I'm gonna take one of these light gray shulkers, put it back. We have a full shulker of plain stone product, so I can terraform. We'd love to see it. Let's trade with the villagers real quick before sleep time. I need to wait until at least it's 20 hour on this clock down here so that I can whatchamacallit. It needs to hit at least the 20 hour on the clock so that the flying machines that give me more sugar cane actually go through. Everything is as it should. Just go ahead and put a little bit more in terms of bottles in the machine. Just because I want to leave it alone for a while. So now we can go back over to St. Ruth and keep on cleaning. Hello. It. Let's get going. doing some more cleaning for a little bit longer. That's right. I made a giant dirt cube to be able to fill in parts of this that I couldn't reach. That's just how it works sometimes. There's a lot of this that still needs lighting. We check. Just looking around here. And there's parts of it I filled entirely with just prismarine. Partially lit. Mostly. This goes all the way around. One really big area. There's gonna be a lot to mine when it comes down to it. That's alright, I think. I think I've stripped the ore of this section already, because it was one of the first ones. In some places I have, apparently. Others not. Alright. So much coal. Always. Always all of the coal, ever. I was just about to argue to myself, maybe I should leave the leveling part for later, but at the same time I want to be able to actively work on decorating parts of the project before I finish with all of the clearing, because the clearing takes a long time to do and is tedious. Makes sense. E. the way over there. Although, I could dip in and take a look at it real quick. There we go. Much. Nothing interesting. My name's not Phil, so it's not gonna kill me. Now that that is better lit, I can leave it alone. Also gonna leave that open so I can enter that ravine later. I have a feeling it'll be useful. I don't think I saved my streams the first time I played Minecraft. It may be possible to still get it from Twitch itself. I don't think it may not have been long enough to have expired fully. I think that did it. There we go. The stone box. More box here. Give it a little sleep. And I guess we do some sand collecting too. Why not? Everyone's favorite part. Sand. Go through some of the flatter parts, I guess. May get sleepy, fair warning. That's fair. No worries. I am simply here for the good vibes. draw lines in this. Whoops. Draw lines in the sand. Hit the mellow, chilled out section of the stream currently. I'm just entirely vibing. There is nothing else. Only vibes. That's good vibes. I'm glad. The entire aim. Just good vibes. No big trouble. Go back this way. This single strip over to the other side. Get there. Slowly but surely. coming to visit tomorrow? I have to evaluate. Possibly. Mom has muffins for you. That's right. That is correct. That is a good incentive to come. Right on my biscuits. That's as much sand digging as I can take right now. That's still one entire box there. Pretty good, if you ask me. What's going on in my head. First of all, this can go away. That goes back here. Almost have 28 full sand boxes. A lot of sand, surprisingly. I also know now how I'm going to rotate the other, not this one, but the other ocean monument to face the center. Basically, I take this as a schematic using the Lightmatica mod in this one. And basically place it and match all of the blocks. Because it's just some of the top part that needs readjusting. I have a lot of sand placing and other such nonsense to worry about in my future. I gotta get all the way out to there, that circle. Then all the way out to the other side. Try and get all of the circle. There are some days when I question why I decided to do this project in the first place. Like, part of my brain understands, yeah, I did it because it's cool. But, like, how cool really is it? What else can I do? I mean, I explained a lot of plans today. All of those are things I want to work on either on or off stream. You know, it's gonna take me time to do both. For a lot of this, it's a lot of waiting while the bees build up more and more honey. So I'm able to actually work the draining machines. That's right, I wanted... wanted to have one of these boxes have sandstone, because that is a block I'm going to need for the one project. The draining. Yes. I can speak words. Doing great. I'm just gonna have to craft this too. Makes 5 stacks. Some of it should be cut sandstone, some of it should be... No, that's not what I wanted. There's not going to be enough space. We'll put it in here right under the Ruth's hands one. Just in case. Casual big man moment. Decisions. Many of them silly. Mistake. Oh boy. Get over there already. Anyway. Oh, that's another area to dig for sand. Oh boy. So many things to do. Actually, hold on. That's right. This was almost finished. It's just missing a little bit of sand. I think it's okay to remove this. maybe plop it in a different spot. Have to head out. See you later. Bye, Ducky! Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye, Smile. More ravine action right there. So if I wanted to place sand across that gap, it wouldn't be too bad. Bring my elytra. Whoops. My poor indecisive brain cannot decide which thing to tackle and in what order. So I think maybe sand all the way, then full ore cleaning of everything within the circle, and then place sand in more marker spots. Unless it wasn't already clear, I think I want this one to be a bit of a longer stream, so I'm putting these tools in this here. We're just gonna leave that chest there. Let's grab just that. And continue to dig. Hello. So next line. Draw from here, maybe. Mind. You're fine. Wish I could help you. It's okay. This is my own sort of Sisyphean task. Feels like the right place to draw a line. That's correct. I was the one who said to myself, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I did this? And so I did. Zombie groaning. What's around here? Yeah, more unlit caves. Does this even have an access point to surface? Oh, it's just below it. There's more amethyst clusters under here. That's actually really cool. We can kind of just see them. There's a spawner all the way down here. no chests, and it's for spiders. Incredible. Amazing. Anyway. The magic of free cam makes it so you see things a little easily. A little too easily, some people argue. But then again, some people are not me, and therefore their opinions don't matter nearly as much to me. Good. Almost thought that ruined something. We're just gonna place these up here for me to deal with later. Problems for later, Simon, to pick up. That was not smart. Why do I not have that covered? Mostly because it's in a corner, probably. I wasn't looking. Sandstone. The mark of failure. Give it a sleep. Let's just continue in one direction. things off for myself. I don't know why this is the way that my brain breaks it down into. But if I subdivide the large amount of area I have to do into smaller boxes, it makes it less of an internal fight. Suppose it works in the way that, you know, naturally subdividing a task makes things simpler for people with ADHD. The dopamine reward works exactly the same. See if I have my other shovel packed properly for this. I think I do, but I don't want my shovel breaking. That's not bad at all. No comment. Here first. Grab here. And we press forward. The more I maneuver around these tiny hills, the more I'm like remembering this one clip from this one video I watched ages ago. Like, I love walking, I hate hiking. Like, what's the difference? There's always a big flippin' hill in the way. Hiking. I feel like there is just continually a hill in my way for this entire process. Ooh, that's almost full. Let's empty this before we continue. Love a good empty real quick. That's where the slime balls are now. Alright. Onwards and upwards. No, we're not ascending vertically. Mentally, we kind of are. The slimes mostly just kind of mind their business unless they spot you. I'm fairly close to this guy and he hasn't spotted me yet, so he's not gonna attack me. I have to get rid of this guy before I can do Poor buddy. Yeah, it's about just under 2/3 durability. Not bad. Give you a little nightlight so you're not so scared. line in the sand. Working backwards. Of course I turn away for 2 seconds and a slime spawns. Of course. How else would it work? Right. Alright. That's not baby slime. There we go. Miniature heart attack over. Go back over this line. A little nerve-wracking there. I never want to break the wall so it ends up flooding. That just gets frustrating. bounce on over here. Yep, there it is. Yes. Basically, either once I clear out the area, or until my boxes fill all the way up with sand. That is my stopping point for this section. We can see it's either kelp or seagrass that is currently fighting for position. prevent some mob spawning. It's a little bit safer, but I'm gonna sleep just in case. We're almost done with the circle. And we can place a little bit of sand. Clean out the ore and then that's the strat. Forgot what my strat was, but I remembered. It's okay. Called having like maybe 2 active brain cells. Here. Actually, I have a mini idea. If we go over here. Right over here. We're gonna just manually place in the last little bit of this. There it is. That's that section all unlocked. So now we can fly. Oh, it's raining. Now we can fly back over here. Almost full. Like the look of that. See my toolbox real quick. Just gonna replace that with my other smooth pickaxe just in case. I'm vaguely concerned. My other smooth shovel. I'm vaguely concerned. Not extraordinarily, just vaguely. Which some people may say is just simple low-level anxiety, but no, it could be something more. Why not make this anxiety house an anxiety home? I don't know what I'm talking about. It's kind of brain fart. Dinner time. Oh, it is almost 7. Oh wow. I'm gonna make myself some ramen. Later, obviously. Not currently. Currently, I'm streaming. Got a a little nap and then Dad brought dinner. Oh, good. That's good. We like dinner. Dinner's good. My Minecraft world has decided to be emo and depressed. For not much reason. Oh no! Oh, poor Enderman. Just guys run around. Zombie noises. What's the deal? Oh yeah, they're literally just under the surface. Random cave. Oh, hi. Did anyone ever teach you manners? There it is. Another banner. I put them down every single time this happens. Ooh, that's a while of bad omen. Which means I gotta find a cow, or I just wait it out. Surely I have stuff in my ender chest for this. Surely I... If I don't, it also makes sense. I'm the type of person to be partially prepared. So much coal. All of the coal, literally ever. Just in case you ever wanted. Also good amounts of copper. to sleep. The rain has gone away. Hurrah! Underneath there, so I cannot move it. Don't you love it when your natural resources are directly underneath pillars of society that you cannot break? Or if you did break them, it would cause major amounts of pain and damage to you and your community. Don't you love it when that happens? Pretty much everything from the surface. Oh boy. That's a lot of coal. It seems like an almost excessive amount of coal, but that's just, we're in the right spawning conditions for it, so it makes sense. Not that smart. I'm willing to bet I had a bucket of milk at one point, but I used it on something similar and then never refilled it. That sounds like me. Yeah, an hour 30. It's fine. my toolbox anyway, so if I'm gonna do the ore thing... do a money pickaxe. Let's pick the most central area. Just do this. Now we get to replace all of our stuff and then break it with magic. Gotta see how high up this ends up getting us. We're at Y30. We started at Y31. See if we can get all the way up into something impressive. How did that happen? I messed up the pattern somehow. There's probably a hole in the middle. I'm at the level of literally all of my stuff. I'm just above it now. This is just coal. Purely just coal. I'm gonna be going into the stratosphere, aren't I? We've only got a couple more stacks left. This is the last big stack then. Okay. So, with just coal, we're up to level 84. And we still have copper, iron, and gold to go. Slimes everywhere because I'm so high up now. It's giving them more radius. Spawning. here you can see all of the holes where all of the ore pockets were in the generation. Just like that. We're over 100 now. But we're getting close to the end of it. Ooh. The playlist played all the way through. So I just had to loop it back around. Oh boy. Means I've been going for a while now, haven't I? Yeah, almost 3 hours. It's pretty good. Last of it. If I had been smarter, I would have noted down how much of whatever it was, and then done a miniature gamble with myself to see if I can estimate just about how many resources I'm gonna get from this. That's everything. Shulker box is empty. Completely empty. So, for the first part of it, it's just gonna be my fortune pick dealing with iron. Let's look around for a second. Ew. Crazy. And then if we... That's me up there. That is the pillar of goodies. Mostly coal. Pretty much more than half coal. That makes sense, though. My hands are starting to get a little sweaty, so I'm gonna open the window. If you hear any shouting or things like that, that is simply how the cookies crumble. Gonna have the bed in the hot bar now. So I may have to go swoop down at the bottom, double check. See if I'm missing. Take a nap on top of the tower. Just casually.
Okay.
We're back down to 100. Excuse me. A little mini choking moment. I have the impression to go check things down below. Yep. I think that's everything that fell. Yes! Nailed it. There we go. Minor adjustments. Ooh. Towards the end of the Iron Age. Let's break the last one. Lock down the crafter. Whew. That is quite a lot of raw iron. Now we get to do the same thing with copper. And importantly, you get way more copper per block than you do for iron when using fortune 3. I forget what the range is, but it's something crazy. Like, that was 32 blocks, and we have like four almost 5 stacks. maybe I'll be able to catch it before it overflows. Maybe. A solid maybe out of that. This off. Pick up all the gold. Oh, I just saw some gold fall. Itch my nose first. Jeez, dude. Here we go. Alright, let's have a look down here. Yeah, just a couple of little things. I don't know why I got hurt there. These aren't explosive fireworks. That shouldn't have hurt me, but okay. Let's see how it is today, game. Raw iron, raw copper, raw gold. Shulker box. Raw iron. Raw copper. Raw gold. Do a little bit of letting. From 6 diamond ore, we got 13 diamonds. That feels fairly worth it. About 4 lapis, we get 10 blocks worth, which also feels about accurate to me. There. And pick this up. Now the rest of this is simply coal. There is nothing else, only coal. See if I can heal up my entire shovel. Just coal XP. It's healing up. My elytra's already fully mended now. So let's see if we can get all 2,000 durability back by pure coal mining. I need to have some sort of indicator as to when it's time to bust out a crafting table. Sounded like the experience dings went along to the music for a second there. I'm fairly certain it's just me hearing things, but It'd be fun to imagine. A lot of things would be fun to imagine. I'm here, welcome back. How you doing? I'm just mining an absolute mountain of coal. It'd be fun to imagine, I said. I'm not entirely sure what I was talking about, I was just kind of talking. Sleep real quick. Go. That's a good amount of coal so far. That was a pretty tall tower of ore. Yeah, it was. I should have mentally. I should have said, oh, we reached this height so I could remember what the Y level was. But apparently, I just did not. The mental computation was not there. I was just trying to get everything placed and then broken. You can go back and check after stream, that's true. Dude, my nose is so itchy. Sucks, man. I'm very glad to have fairly properly enabled and dealt with my mic settings for streaming, because otherwise you would be hearing the sound of many planes going past. Living in mild proximity to an airport. Ooh, little lag. Living in mild proximity to an airport means you just kind of have to get used to it. Is it worse in this apartment? Absolutely. Because we're more clearly underneath the flight path. Last year we were closer to the actual grounds. And sure, there was that one time where the apartments shook because somebody got too close. But this time we are in clearer audible distance to the airport. Sucks, I'm sorry. It's alright. That's just how the cookie crumbles. I'm not too worried about it. If it were a major issue, catch me saluting major issue, I would, you know, I would have far more complaints and be working on switching places, but it's not too big of an issue. Just makes it, it's a little bit funny because sometimes I'll be on like calls or FaceTimes and you know, especially on FaceTime, you know, sometimes the other person on the other end can hear everything happening. that's literally everything. Blocks. Major issue. Yep. You get it. Ouch. Only a little ouch, though. Nothing too big. Carefully watching my shovel in my offhand. Huh? Only a couple hundred more durability left to fix. Will the entire coal tower fix it? That is the internal bet that I have with myself. We're within like 10 our starting area. Coming back down to earth, slowly but surely. Last section. Will we heal the spoon? Perfect. Let's see. Can we also heal the pickaxe that was used to mine literally everything? Will it be enough? Will it be enough? Enough. Come on. I don't think it will be. I don't think it's enough, guys. Yeah, no, just barely. What's it at? 1927! Only 100 Dura away. Oh, very close. So close. Okay, but 3 stacks of coal blocks plus 15 and a bit is pretty dang good, in my humble opinion. So yeah, that's the entire haul from that whole box of way to gamify it. Exactly. That is, the strat is always to gamify. But that's the entire haul from that whole box of stuff. Now I have more stuff to haul back home. Once the bad omen effect wears off. That's pretty pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about that. What is bad omen effect? So essentially, you get bad omen from killing pillagers that are angry at you for literally just existing. And they have something called Pillage Captain, which drops these banners right here, right? They're the head of a team of like maybe 5 or 6 pillagers. And then when you kill them, you get this bad omen effect. At least pre 1.21, you get this bad omen effect. And essentially what that does is when you enter a village or any area really that has 3 villagers, enough to constitute as a village, it'll trigger a raid. And the raid basically summons a bunch of really difficult enemies, and your job as the player is to defend the village. And basically, the way you win is killing everything. If the only way you lose is if the raiders manage to kill all of your all of your villagers. So they're gonna try and kill your villagers and you have to stop them. And because we're on hardcore, raids are especially hard. You can't go back to base since you've got villagers there. Yeah, exactly. If I had a bucket of milk removes any and all potion effects. If I had milk, I would be able to fix my problem, but I don't. So I'd either have to go find a cow, or I can just hang around here for a while. Where was it? Here, there we go. 2 perfect stacks. Makes sense, yeah. I think... How long have I been going? Just over 3 hours? Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm probably gonna play some more tonight, but that's just gonna be on my own time, just hanging out with friends. But I think here is a good place to call it, you know? I have done some big progress in little ways. Hilarious that milk cures potion effects. Yeah, it is pretty funny. Sounds like a plan, yeah. So thank you for tuning in and watching, hanging out, all of that jazz, and I'm pretty sure I'll see you guys on Thursday, because that's my new schedule. Only allows for me to really do 2 days a week of streaming. I mean, I'm gonna try and play some more, because I'm actually feeling invested and I want to do things. But my new schedule only permits 2 days a week of actually streaming that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you for checking things out, for hanging out, and I'll see you guys on Thursday for either some of this or maybe some Stoneblock. We'll see how I'm feeling on the day. Alright. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye.